Welcome, YouTubers. Clean my camera off here. Sorry about that. I think I made it worse. Shoot. Oh well. Well, I'll give it a minute for people to get on here while I clean this camera off. Oh. 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 Where's this spray? I'm a mess. I'm a mess when Miss Prepper ain't here. So y'all bear with me. I'm trying to clean this lens off. I apologize. I should have had this already done. But little Miss Prepper is the brains of the outfit. I'm blunt force trauma. I know I was supposed to be on here yesterday, but I had a rough couple nights work. I've really been having to work. People's losing their minds. It's getting dangerous. And they're not spending no money. And I literally make my living off of tips. I get an hourly wage, but that really barely. Yeah. Good morning, Amber. Good morning. Yeah, I've been having to deal with a lot. I don't know if you can tell, even my lips kind of swelled up there a little bit. But yeah, I've been having to pull double shifts. It's really getting bad. At this point, I don't even know why they're even open. You know, we're not making no money, and you know, people are coming up there, and they're not spending no money. So the girls are not making any money. Therefore, if they don't make money, I don't make money because they literally pay me to keep them safe. But they can't pay me if they're not making any money. So we are feeling, you know, this financial situation is hitting home. And I know I said I was going to be on here yesterday. I have to do it when I'm inspired to do it. I can't, you can see, man, I took a good licking right here. Ooh. That's what happened to all my top teeth. I've had them all knocked out fighting. Not doing drugs, not doing fighting. I've literally had when I say store-bought teeth, what I mean is, it's an old country boy redneck way of saying, I've been to the dentist. I got a bridge that I can wear right there. But every time I wear it to work, it gets busted. And it's like $300 to get it fixed. So, you know, one altercation, and there goes, you know, a week's worth of wages. So I just don't wear them. I mean, they're only for looks anyhow. I can't eat with them. And if you go to my community where I was young, you know, boy, that ship has sailed. I used to be a good-looking young man. Well, that ship has sailed. Now I'm just a beat-up old guy, you know, that handles his business. It is what it is. But this is what I want to, you know, I said I was going to do a little bit of preaching on here because I just think the world needs to hear it. with this channel, I'm all over the place. This is mainly a prepper's channel. That's number one. And in prepping, you see if you go down the video list, I got a lot of girls, fat boys in jiu-jitsu matches. Y'all should watch them. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes you can see that the girl is not as strong as the boy, but through the technique, yeah, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, Stray Kitty. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, I don't go out to eat for a couple reasons. One, it just costs too much money. Really. Two, my work hours are so odd that when I'm up and I'm ready to do something, everybody's sleeping. My whole bike crew, they're sleeping. I've been up all night. I still ain't been asleep. If I go to sleep now, it's going to ruin my whole day. Because I do have tonight off. I don't got to work tonight. It's the first night I've had off in a very long time. My wife, she does not want me doing that kind of work no more. It's just not. The risk is not worth the reward. People are getting so violent over every little thing. And I'm just not making the money. Nobody's just not spending money like they used to be able to. People just don't have it. That's another reason why people are stressed out. To be a prepper, it's even expensive to be a prepper. And me, I'm sure it's around here somewhere. I just can't find it. But I lost a knife, one of my favorite knives, by the way. And I am just beside myself that I can't find it. And I pray, that it didn't get stolen or something, because, I had that knife all over the world. Let's put it that way. That knife has a lot of history behind it. And I'm a sentimental guy. And that had a lot of sentimental value to me. So I've been looking for it. You really need to watch your things nowadays. People are getting desperate. Something that I've noticed is, people are starting to pickpocket again. We really haven't never really had that problem at the club or nowhere. I've been working for a bouncer for a long time. I did one contract since me and Little Miss Prepper has been together. And I lost a good friend. And Little Miss Prepper was at home with his wife. And she seen what she had to deal with. And she's like, "You're not doing that anymore." So she clipped my wings. That was it. That was in my contract in business, and that's really what I'm good at. That's really, in my opinion, I'm the best security person there is. And I know opinions vary, but I just don't think there's anyone better than me at my job. Couple reasons. Not many people are willing to die for what they believe in. And I'm willing to sacrifice my life at my job if it comes to that. That's how serious I take my job. If you do just security work, bouncing work, and you don't take it seriously, someone's going to die. I've seen it happen. If you do just a bouncer at a strip club, and if you do not have training, somebody's going to get hurt. And it's probably going to be you. But if it ain't, somebody else is going to get hurt, and it's going to be because your lack of experience. But today's Sunday, and there's a few things I wanted to touch. Now, I may lose subscribers over this, but it is what it is. I do this YouTube channel trying to help people out. I can't be more clear than that. I do this because there's a couple of things I've learned. Hurt people hurt people. Do you understand? A hurt person tends to hurt people. Well, I have PTSD, and I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to help you people. We are all in this together, regardless of who you voted for, or regardless of which side of this you're on. We're in this together. Now, some of us are in life rafts, and some of us are in yachts, and some of us are just hanging on to a piece of wood to keep from drowning. Okay? So, yeah, we are in this together, but some of us are way better off than others. Like me, you're not going to see me smoking anymore because the girls, yes, and some of us can't swim. You're right. There's a lot of people that's really struggling. I'm struggling financially. So, and normally, before all this insanity, I was doing okay. When I was a contractor, I lived very well. But when I quit doing that, and I got with Little Miss Prepper, working as a bouncer, I was doing okay. We weren't going hungry. Now, we do grow most of our food, and we do. You can look. Yes, exactly, Stray Kitten. You're exactly correct. Like, for instance, I don't know if y'all can see my mouth. Anyway, so I got popped in the mouth pretty good. But for instance, Little Miss Prepper, she is loyal to a fault. She really is. That girl, she has been through so much with me that I don't know why she even still hangs around. Really the hell that we've been through, but I guess she really does care for me. I know I care for her. But I guess what I'm trying to get through is times is getting hard, and it's going to get the way things are going, it's going to get a lot worse. So everybody needs to brace for impact, so to speak. You know, if you go down my video list, we live off grid. We literally run off solar. We do not have running hot water. We do take a bath in a little swimming pool. And we've been living that way for the last 5 years. And there has been times, you know, that I could have got an apartment, but I don't know if y'all know or not, but the rent down here in Central Florida is insane. A place before all this happened that rented for $400 is literally over $1,200 a month. So I honestly don't know how in the hell, you know, a lot of people are making it, and I hope I'm coming in okay. Do I got a 5x5? Is my internet signal good? Yes. Like, you know, thank you, Amber. I needed to know that. Thank you. I'm trying to yarn 29. Oh. I have pronunciation problems. I don't know if you're new to this channel, but when I was in Afghanistan, I had a heat stroke. So I had everything else worked fine. You know, I can run and gun. I can still tie my boots, but I had to learn how to talk again. Yeah, we're all in the same boat, and it's not looking good. It's really not. I mean, I think we are past the POR, the point of no return. I really do. I think we're past the point of no return. And soon, what you have, that's going to be what you have. You know, I mean, when the banks can't loan money, good morning, greetings from Arizona. Good morning, son of the desert. Good to have you here, by the way. I appreciate all of you for being here. There's a couple of reasons. One, I'm trying to help people. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, I live in a bunker. Now you can see, you know, I'm not going to show the whole place, you know, because it is my home. But it's a small place. You know, it's a tiny little life raft, really. Now, I do live out in the woods. What I did was, I went down. Yeah, I got a lot of good ones. And if you go to my playlist, like I said, I keep threatening that I'm going to do knife training videos. But that keeps having a hard time scheduling with my knife coach. Because I am an edge weapons specialist, certified and all that. But it does not matter how good you are, there's always someone better. And this guy that I have instructed me, he's better. We literally get out there and spar with not a real knife. Don't ever train with a live blade. but he wins every time. So, well, almost every time. Every once in a while, I'll get him. So I'm having him train me because he is really that good. I'm not easy to defeat in a knife fight. I'm not, but he's able to do it. So therefore, in my opinion, he's qualified to teach. I have a knife fighting list. You'll see my coach on there. You'll see who the coach is. He's really good. He's very experienced. He's been in some situations that I can't even talk about. You know, but I can assure you he can handle his business. I would never be coached by someone that hasn't done it. You know, hey, my brother, what's up? Like my brother knows, cause my brother, he's been in the ring. He's fought and he won too. And that guy was so big. He fought my brother had to jump up in the air just to hit the guy. He was so big. And my brother still knocked him slap out. It took a few hits, but he finally knocked him. He whooped him real good. Now that night I got my butt whooped though, but at least my brother won, and that's a victory to me. As long as one of the teammates win, we all win. And I was not in the right state of mind to be fighting that night, but I fought anyhow because I said I was going to. But nevertheless, oh, and brother, man, I can't find my damn K-bar, so I am beside myself. It was a good night. You made me so proud, brother. I was so proud to be your brother that night. You did a spectacular job. And you did such a great job, it ended up on the front page of the newspaper, man. My brother. Anyway, so I would not be trained by a coach that has not fought. I fight MMA. If my coach didn't compete, then that wouldn't be my coach. They have a saying, those who can't teach. Well, my coach still can. He's a big, mean, tough guy, and he can still wear somebody out, I'm sure of it. But lucky for him and me, because he's got a lot, he's got a lot to lose. He's got children, he's got a family, and he's got little kids. Me, my kids are grown up, all besides one, my son. He's almost there. I almost got him there. So, I don't have a whole lot to lose. So that's why I don't mind putting it all out there, because I'm like, I'll put it all on the table because I really don't have much to lose. And now I can't find my damn K-bar. I'm beside myself. But anyway, gun buckles. Hey, you need to keep doing that. It's getting hard. Times it's getting lean. Everybody needs, and look, I'm calling this church, even though I'm all over the place, okay? All right? I'm just a prepper. I got PTSD. I'm a survivalist. I'm kind of crazy, and I've been through a lot. And I've run a motorcycle club, been riding a Harley, but we're having church right now, I reckon so. If you want to call it that. And in my opinion, because that's all I have is my opinion, is I do believe we are in Revelations. in the Bible. Where the Bible talks about the end days, I do believe that's where we're at. From what I'm seeing, because the way I was raised, I'm down here in the South. Obviously, you can tell by the way my accent. I'm down here in the South called the Southern Bible Belt. And there's a lot of religious people that live down here. And, I was raised in the church. That's where I made my biggest mistake of my life, is not raising my children in a church of one form or another. Instead, my dumb ass took them to Disney World instead of church. Or in church, they would have learned some morals and all. And now, I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I'm struggling. I mean, I'm really struggling emotionally. My PTSD is getting the best of me. And my three daughters, that's the thing. Now, what a lot of people would call inappropriate. Did I do inappropriate behavior around them? Well, what a lot of people would call inappropriate, yeah, they see me fight a lot. They see me be yeah, but it's not there anymore, man. I'm telling you, I'm looking everywhere. I'm losing my damn. Okay, I'm going to find it. I've been looking for it. Anyway, so thank you, brother. I got to find it. You know how crazy I get. If I lose something and I can't find it, that's like I got some sort of OCD over knives. And well, it's what it is. So, yeah, you know how I am about that. So, I guess the moral of the story is here, because I'm rambling, because I got a lot going on, and we're just talking. We're just talking. And I do believe we're in Revelations. I do believe if you're able to help someone, you really should. A lot of these churches, they're like, give your 10% to the church. Well, the church does has a light bill, and and they do have expenses. But yes, son of the desert, you're correct. Like me, I have a very hard time fitting into any regular church. I do. One thing, they judge me because, I do look different and I act different, and I'm always in a defensive position. And I don't go in there looking all mean or nothing. It's just, I don't know. There's just something about the way I hold myself that, I don't know. I'm not sure why. I just feel like people are afraid of me. And it's not that I'm acting irrational or anything like that. I don't wear a mask when I go to church. Good morning. I'm sure you raised your kids the best way you could. I did. I did the best I could, Son of the Desert. I really did. You know, they were the first girls ever in America to win boys division Roman Greco state champion. First girls ever. They did go to the Olympics in judo. Now, they didn't win, but they made it to the Olympics, and that was over 1,000 fights just in judo for them to make it there. Yeah, yeah, that's really it. And, you know, when I'm on my bike, I do wear my cut. So, you know, maybe that's got something to do with it. I'm not sure. You know, a lot of you've seen my cut. I don't hide it. You know, I mean, I am a one percenter, but I'm not a criminal. Okay, don't get that diamond confused, because there's a lot of people out there that represent that diamond as a criminal activity. No, no, I'm not a criminal. I do not do criminal stuff. Now, have I done stuff? I don't know anybody that hasn't. I mean, if you're going over the speed limit, you're breaking the law. You know, everybody breaks the law. And, you know, the most high and mighty people, if you really look, they probably cheated on their taxes. Everybody does something. Everybody does something. But I guess it's easy for people to look at me and go, there's the bad guy. You know, it's easier to point and say, well, there's the bad guy right there. You know, even though and I don't judge. Now, listen, yeah, I don't judge nobody. I don't do it. Now, as long as you ain't hurt no women or no children that were innocent, you know. Now, if you got some 15, 16-year-old boy trying to shoot you with an AK-47, well, that's different. Because I've been in that situation. That's different. But if that young man is not trying to hurt you, you know, and you have bad intentions, then we're not going to get along. Because I have nothing but good intentions until it's time to have bad intentions. And the only time I have bad intentions is when I'm required to be that way. You know, when I work security, I don't put my hands on nobody till they put their hands on me. And it's happening more often lately. So, I recommend, this is what I'm doing. Me personally. I don't have, right now, I'm not making no money where I'm working at. There's just no money there right now. And I don't have no particular church that I go to. I go to a lot of different churches, and I do tithe, okay? But there's a lot of people that they can't afford it, or they're like, well, you know, this church is well off. They don't need my money. But I know a mother of 3, a single mom, that can't pay her light bill. And I just paid her light bill Friday. I didn't have the money to do it, really. But I dug and I scrounged and I paid her light bill. That was my form of tithing. Now, so right now, have you gone to work but keep listening by headset? Yeah, we do wear an earpiece. That way I know everything that's going on in the building. And I do have a man, or sometimes a woman, whoever is the most focused, because our job is at late night and people get tired, but I get the most mentally focused person and I put them on the cameras. That way they can watch the cameras, because there is nowhere in that club that is not on a camera. There's literally nowhere to hide. So if I got someone that's on them cameras that's paying attention, they let me know what's going on. And I really depend on that person a lot. So a lot of times I'll rotate them out, because, you get fatigued of just staring at those cameras. But also, if you don't have the money, like if I would have went to a regular church today, I just paid that woman's light bill because her lights were getting turned off. She has 3 little children. And I really didn't have the money to do it, but I could not, I know what it's like. I take a bath in a freaking kiddie pool with no hot water. So, at least that woman now, she can go in there and turn her stove on and cook for them kids, or turn a light on and be able to see. Not burning candles inside a trailer, because you'll burn the whole place up. Now, I normally don't say what I did, because I'm not trying to boast. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying I did what I could do. That's why I'm not going to say their name, I'm not going to say her name. But there's ways of tithing. You can tithe with your time. I have a veteran that he's a disabled veteran, and I tithe my time with him. I sit down and talk to him when he really needs someone to talk to, because he does get lonely. And, he is very abrasive. So, he tends to push a lot of people away. But I just deal with it, and I talk to him. And I do things that he's just physically just cannot do. He's fighting cancer. And his cancer treatment. Yeah, if you go down to my prior videos, I do believe that Ashley has a PayPal on there. I do believe she has that on there. But, so, since I've paid the light bill and all for her, and I'm doing everything I can, lawn work, because the man's got, now this is wild, man. The man has 3 forms of cancer, not 1, not 2, 3 forms of cancer. So I do what I can to help him. I mow, I do everything I and just spending time with him. It means a lot to him. Matter of fact, I just left there. Yes. Amen to that. I wish I could pronounce your name. I'm so sorry about that. See, I wish we could do, I'll tell you what I would like to do. Like when I was on the Angry Prepper, I'm going to figure out a way. I'm going to have my tech guy to where I can have people on here as guests. That way I can actually have people on here as guests. That way it's not just me. Thank you. Like I said, I had a heat stroke. I have pronunciation problems. But I'm going to figure that out. When little Miss Prepper gets home, and I'm going to have her get with my tech guy, I'm going to start having my subscribers, because this is our channel. So I try to explain to people, this is not my YouTube channel. This is our channel. Me, you, my brother, Robert Miller, Son of the Desert, Mo. I just don't want to butcher your name. I'm so sorry. This is our channel. All right, appreciate it, brother. Like I said, yes, you're right, Robert Miller. You're right. And I do everything I can to help people. So I guess we are having church right here, right now. And right now, there is a lot of people that needs help. If you can't afford financially to help someone, well, then try, if you have the extra time, to spend time with that person and try to tithe with your time. I spent my last bit of money, helping that lady out with kids and all, but I have time. So the time that I have, I spend it with this veteran over here, and I do what I can for him. Right now, if you're able to help people and try to be wise about it, such as someone said before, pray about it, and like I said, I don't judge nobody. Whatever God you serve, Yahweh, Jehovah, whatever God you call, whatever you call him, just try to help people. There's a lot of people that needs help. There's a lot of people that's really on the edge, like a veteran with PTSD, that thinks about suicide every single day because I'm just using an example, say he had 3 wonderful daughters. That was everything to him. His life didn't matter. He did everything. The only thing in his life that mattered to him was his 3 daughters. And he did a lot of bad things for money to make sure them kids did not do without, and they got to live a good life and have a lot of happy moments. Just that a man would just sit back and enjoy to watch them eat. Because I have seen people go without food. I've gone without food before. So, a lot of things that people think is a necessity is really a luxury. But I will tell you, food is a necessity. So, I guess I'm just speaking from the heart. The man gave everything to his children. And he never done anything inappropriate in his eyes. He never did no perverted stuff. Never never nothing like that. They see him be violent, yes. They see him beat up people, yes. Were they exposed to a lot of violence, not directed towards them, but they've seen it? But now, all those precious good memories and all, they've turned into something else, because now those 3 girls will not even talk to him. The man did everything for those girls. And now they will not even talk to him, not the Father's Day, not a birthday, not a nothing. Will not even let him spend time with his grandkids. And he never really did anything inappropriate. Not really did they see him be violent and to other people? Yes. Did they see road rage? Yes. Did they see him, do security work? Yes. But never never nothing like that. Never ever. Even letting them drive his brand new car when they were 12 years old. People be like, oh my God, I can't believe you're letting those kids drive that brand new car around. And I guess I'm kind of giving it away a little bit. I'm talking about me. Anyway, it is what it is. I would let them drive my brand new car around. Them 13, 14 years old. People's like, man, you're going to get in so much trouble to letting them kids drive around. I'm like, I don't care. If they want to drive, they drive safely. They don't get in a wreck. They say, it's fine. If I get in trouble, I get in trouble. It's no big deal. And now I've changed. I'm not the same person I used to be. People change. Most people change for the worst. I didn't. I changed for the better. I guess I'm that 1% that changed for the better. But now, my life is just full of darkness because I do not have those kids that I lived my life through those kids. I guess maybe this is the confession. I lived my life through those kids. When I was growing up, all I wanted was for my parents. My brother knows. He knows the lengths I went through for them kids. He knows everything that we ever wanted to do as kids. My kids got to do it. So growing up, I was like, I just wanted my parents to put me in karate, you know. But no, they said that was too expensive, you know. So I put my kids in karate and taekwondo and jiu-jitsu and judo and wrestling and everything. I raised my kids the absolute opposite. Yeah. Of the way I was raised. I gave them everything that I could give them that I wanted when I was that age. You know, back then, I was a very wealthy man. Now, you know, it's even harder. I think it's harder that I used to have a lot of money, and now I don't have hardly none. You know, we used to go on cruises, Bahamas, Amsterdam, Europe, you know, all that. And now, you know, I put thousands and I invested so much into them kids. And now they don't even call me and wish me happy Father's Day. They don't even call me on my birthday or nothing. And like I said, I never did nothing really that wrong. I never did no weird, you know, creepy stuff. Violent, yeah, not to them though, but like their boyfriends, you know, yeah, I did beat their boyfriends up. I did. I ain't gonna lie, their boyfriends come over and, you know, and I'd find out some stuff. I would take them out in the yard and I'd beat the crap out of them boys. But they had it coming. I was one of the few parents that wouldn't say, boy, you better not do that. No, I'd take them out in the yard and I'd beat their ass. And then I'd say, yeah, go home and get your daddy and bring him up here and I'll beat his ass too. But you know what? Their daddies never showed up because their daddies knew them boys had it coming. So, I guess out of church today, I'm going to call this church. This is a prepper channel, but we having church today. Try to help people. If you can't afford to physically help them with money, try to help them with your time. Try to help them with compassion. Try to show people that you care for them. There's a lot of people out there in this world that don't even think that nobody cares about them. If you're able to help a disabled veteran out, you have no idea. Brother, I'm right there with you. You know what, though? You know what, Carl? You're right here, bud. You're in my heart. You got me. We've always been there for each other, even though you got me. I'm here for you, brother. And I love you. It's a true story. There's a lot of shit that I've been through, man, and I ain't. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Mojave. Absolutely. You're correct. So, yeah, visit the lonely old lady down the road that just sits on the porch that her kids don't never come over and visit her. pull some weeds in her flower bed, mow her yard, cook her something to eat. You know, show people that there is still people out there that give a shit. You know, try to help people if you can. You know, like me, like I said, you know, it's not all about me. But me and little Miss Pepper, we take a bath in a damn kiddie pool, man. We don't have no hot water out here. You know, I had to light a fire and all that. But I still help people that I can help. Yeah, yes. So, you know, it's the little things. It's the little things that mean so much to a lot of people. Like, I have an adopted daughter, so genetics does not always make family. Now, my adopted daughter, on the other hand, now she's there for me. Thank God for her. Or, I got to be careful how I word things. All right, brother. Appreciate that, Robert. I'm gonna set this thing up when little Miss Prepper gets home, and I'm gonna set it up to where we can do like we did when I was on the Angry Prepper. And I'm gonna have, if Robert wants to, on here as a guest. I'm gonna have guests on here. My brother. I'm going to start having y'all as guests on here. That way, it's not, like I said, it's our channel. Yes, I would like to do that. What's amazing is we have a community here on YouTube. You know, I know a lot of you just from our communicating here. It's like I know y'all really well. Okay. Mo. Okay, Mo. So, if nothing else, we have each other. You know, I will do anything I can to help. If you email me, like on other videos, you know, there's a PayPal, there's email, there's all that. You email me, and there is certain people. Now, little Miss Prepper, she's the brains of the outfit. Okay, so she has all that. Or I would, as soon as I got off of here, there is certain people that I would be calling. But when she gets home, well, that's where communications, we're going to have to find a way to communicate. Hey, man, hey, that'd be great. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. So that's my mission, is to set this up where I can have guests on here. Hello from New Jersey. I just seen that. Well, Miss Prepper, she usually reads that for me. I'm glad you're here. Now, you know, we're kind of a little bit different today. You know, we're kind of having like church. Most of the time we're talking about prepping and how to survive and all that. But you need to be spiritually fit to be ready for what's coming. You need to be spiritually fit, physically fit, emotionally fit. Have people around you that have the same intentions. Most of us on here have the same goal. That's why you're watching. That's why you're on a prepper channel right now. That's why we are here as one, like a mag team, together, trying to help each other. And when little Miss Prepper gets home, she has all the emails and all the phone numbers and all that. Yes, absolutely, Robert. Y'all read Robert's comment. Yes. Matter of fact, yes, you're definitely going to be on here as a guest. That's going to be our next step, everyone. I'm going to figure out how to do it because I'm not a tech guy. Okay. I know how to paint a building. Probably a lot of y'all don't understand that. Even little Miss Pepper, she didn't understand that till I showed her, a laser guided missile. Someone has to be on the ground to point a laser at that building. That's called painting. That's all I know as far as I know how to paint with a laser. But that's, I'm not a tech guy. So just do what you can to show I will ask little Miss Prepper that. I will ask her. Like I said, because this technology is beyond me. If you was to hand me an AK-47 and put a blindfold on me, I could take it apart, I can put it together, I got that. You hand me a knife, be careful if I don't cut myself. I got that. You give me a tourniquet, I got that. This technology, I don't have that. Okay, I'm just an old redneck. Now, I'll catch more fish than most people, and I'll kill the biggest buck, and all of that there. But as far as this is beyond what the hell I know to do. Yeah, that is a great idea. So, y'all, we're all a mag team. Everybody has something they can teach. Yes, I have a lot of skills that I have gained through experience. Experience goes a long ways. Yeah, amen. Yes. So I guess I'm going to finish this up because we're going on an hour. Now, I will probably do another one today because, I don't know. I just feel like that people need this. Honestly, I need it too, really. I've been dealing with a lot. My daughter's not talking to me and all. I've really been on the edge. And, I haven't been smoking them vape pens because the girls are not making money at work. So that's really got me edgy too. Hey, good to see you. You're welcome. And so I guess I'm going to finish this up by saying just try to help someone today. even if it's just letting them get ahead of you in the line at the grocery store. If someone's behind you and they got a bunch of kids raising hell and the mom's about to pull her hair out of her head, just maybe let her get in front of you, and just say, hey, you know what? You go ahead. We're going to do that Zoom thing. We're going to figure that out. Little Miss Prepper, when she gets home, we'll figure that out. We'll do that. But it's the small things that mean a lot to people. So that's your mission for today. Okay, troops. That's your mission for today, is try to show some compassion and kindness to someone. The world's getting hard. Try to at least show one person Thank you, Grateful Prepper. Thank you. So that's our mission for today. At least, if it's just one person, show one person some kindness, some compassion, and some love with no strings attached. No strings. Not, I'll do this for you if you'll do this for me. No. Just straight up, no strings attached. Yes, smile. With no strings attached. Try to help at least one person. That person, you may not know what that person's dealing with. You may not know that that person for the last week has been contemplating hurting themselves in a way that there's no coming back. Yes, absolutely, Robert. You're correct. Just look in my eyes, man. You never know how bad someone's hurting inside. You don't know, somebody invested their whole life into their children, and other children won't even have anything to do with them, and they don't even know what they did wrong. And that person is like, why, why not just, end it? Because dying's really easy. There's dying, and then there's dying. So just by one little kind gesture, you may save someone's life. With that, it's the All-American Prepper. Thank you all for being here. Takes a good man or a good woman skilled at violence to stop an evil man or an evil woman skilled at violence. So with that, yes, absolutely, Robert. So with that, stay strapped, stay ready, stay dangerous, and have a blessed day. And I'll probably do another live later on today. This is the All-American Prepper out. Thank you all for being here.